It was a painful and drama-filled week for Bears fans, the Chicago Bears organization, to the point where you're saying, well, it could get worse, technically, literally, but how much worse could it really get? Meanwhile, knowing, oh, by the way, this team that's already 0-2 and damn near looking worse than last year's 3-14 team has the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City on Sunday. Oh, God. Bears football! About the only thing that you think about that could have made that reality worse was having to have suffered through, let's say, a Taylor Swift performance at some point in time, maybe halftime of this game. Mercifully, thankfully, we did not get that. Mercifully, thankfully, we didn't get Taylor Swift shown every single Travis Kelce catch and every single Kansas City Chiefs play. It's not like some Brian Urlacher, Paris Hilton shit from back in the day, or Tony Romo or Carrie Underwood. So thankfully, Fox was able to restrain themselves just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, this is one of these instances where you knew how this was going to go going into it, so you really can't be that surprised. You can't be disappointed, because if you know that the Bears are about to get their shit rocked, why would you be surprised when it actually freaking happens? You know, a real coach, a real coaching staff might have found a way to get something out of the defense, something more out of the offense, and tried to make this a competitive encounter against the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. But we're talking about the Chicago Bears here. And King Pulls and his fucking masterful roster construction and his top-notch coaching decisions. Fucking Matt Eberflus. Oh, that was a good one. Gutless Gutsy. Oh, put him up. Put him up. I'm the offensive coordinator. I know what I'm doing. I can develop a quarterback. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. 1st and 10. Halfback dive. 2nd 10. Halfback dive. That's the ticket. Oh. We knew this was going to be ugly fooled. There's no way around it. But my God, this was possibly even a little bit worse than the shit show that you were expecting. Like, this felt like one of those games where you say, you know they're going to lose, you know they're going to lose bad, so you're looking for positives, you're looking for moral victories here. And it's, hey, the Chiefs get the ball first on offense, and the Bears stop them. It's a victory. It ain't much, but it's something. The Bears get the ball on offense, and they get a first down, like, packed up deep in their own territory. Justin Fields rolling out of the pocket, hitting a nice throw to Claypool. Justin Fields running with the ball. You're like, holy shit! They're doing something. Halfback dive. Halfback dive. And they just go right back to playing gutless, gutsy Bears football on offense. Now here is an interesting debate. Which side of the ball for the Chicago Bears is worse at this point? The offense, led by a totally and completely obviously incompetent play caller and offensive coordinator in Luke Getsy, or the defense that now does not have a defensive coordinator, which means that your head coach, who cut his teeth for years in Indy as a defensive coordinator for a non-elite defense, is running the fucking show, and that defense sucks dick all across the board. Which side of the ball is worse? The one that's taking a quarterback who isn't the guy in Justin Fields and making him look even shittier to like Zach Wilson levels? I mean, seriously, at this point, you say Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, what the fuck's the difference? I mean, fundamentally, seriously, especially if you've seen Fields play like this, what the fuck's the difference? The offense sucks, the defense sucks, And what's really ridiculous about this is you've got this backward-ass mindset from King fucking Poos, and so many assholes tried to sit there and crown his ass, which I thought was odd behavior from the beginning for a guy in his first year that was 3-14. Just because he could tear a team down to the studs doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form he knows how to build a fucking roster. And we're clearly seeing that played out somehow, some way. The team with the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, and by the way, the most cap space, with allegedly a talented, young, promising quarterback, has found a way through 3 games of 2023 to look worse than they did at any point in time in 2022. Crown his ass King Poos, I guess, huh? This was so bad, the Bears were down 34-0 at halftime and 41-0 going into the fourth quarter. The Bears, even with a second half of garbage time, Justin Fields still couldn't throw for 100 yards. And even the rare times that he didn't play like shit, beautiful pass to DJ Moore down the sideline. DJ Moore drops it. Chase Claypool, right over the middle. Pretty good throw from my estimation. 6'4", 230 fucking pound guy. Chase Claypool showing that he can find a way to play like a 5'10", 175 pound vagina. And he fucking drops it. So even those rare flashes where Justin Fields makes a big time throw, Bears receivers, remembering they play Bears football, and they fucking drop it because they hit them in the worst spot, right in their fucking hands. I mean, what's the positive here? You say, hey, start thinking about, refreshing, and maybe they can hire the Chiefs offensive coordinator. Oh. Like, it was never this bad under Nagy. Like, as much as Mitchell Trubisky sucked, he never looked this terrible, folks. Justin Fields sucks, and it's time to admit it. Well, he's the least of the problems. He's the least of the problems, my ass. He sucks. His offensive line stinks. His play caller stinks. This team stinks on offense. And they might still be better on offense than they are fucking defense, for all we know. All that money that dumb dick Poles invested in the linebacking core, and the one linebacker that made any type of play today was Sanborn intercepting Blaine Gabbert when the game is well out of fucking reach anyways. Boy, it's a good thing they invested all those draft picks in the secondary and all that money in linebackers, so that way they couldn't cover shit all fucking day. It's a good thing they went after second and third tier rotational players on the defensive line, so that way they could not stop the run and not get after the quarterback and generate any type of pass rush. I mean, this is a masterclass of dumb fuckery. Getsy should be fired already. Eberflus, you should fire him too, but I know that's asking for way in too much. But this goddamn guy as the head coach now is 3-17. Rebuilding effort, my ass. They are not improving. They're not even stagnating. They're fucking regressing. And to all of those that are saying, well, it's not as bad as Mark Trestman. I know I posited last week, like, hey, when do we start talking about this getting to 2014 Trestman levels? Mark Trestman's got to be sitting there and saying, why am I taking all these random shots? Because at least in 2013 on the side of the ball that I was supposed to do what the fuck I was doing, the Bears had a high-powered, relatively prolific offense and got this close to making the fucking playoffs. What the fuck has Matt Eberflus ever done with this defense or this goddamn team except suck cock? And who put this infrastructure in place? Why, King Poles himself! I could imagine right now trying to sit there and defend Ryan Poles. Why in the fuck at this point would Kevin Warren want to keep a general manager that is 3-17 on the job, who seems to have done the shittiest job possible of improving this team to the point where they've regressed in year 2? A guy, by the way, he didn't fucking hire, a head coach he didn't fucking hire, Like, the honest answer here at this point is, yeah, Kevin Warren should be firing everybody between sometime now and the end of the fucking season, and his team needs to move on from Justin Fields, the sooner the better. It keeps up like this at some point, whenever the Bears are eventually eliminated from playoff consideration, it's time to start evaluating Tyson Bagent to see if he can be your QB2 in the long term. Because you know, Tyson, you know right now, Justin Fields isn't fucking it. He's not. You make all the fucking excuses you want. I'm tired of these fucking excuses. Matt Eberflus in his post-game press conference. I'm not here to make an excuse. And then, of course, he lists several fucking excuses. This was pathetic on every fucking level. And to all of those that might say, oh, they got the Denver Broncos on the schedule. And the Denver Broncos gave up 70 today. The Bears only gave up 41. Victory is ours. Until you realize that Russell Wilson hasn't been horrible this year. He's certainly a hell of a lot fucking better than Justin Fields. And oh, by the way, I'd take Sean Payton as a coach any damn day over Matt Eberflus. The fuck are you talking about here? I buckle up for that game on Sunday because that game's going to suck all types of cock. Like, where's the win on the Bears' schedule at this point? Everybody else is looking at the Bears and saying, that's our get-right game. That's what the Bears are. They're the slump buster, bitch. They're the get-right game. Unfucking believable. Take the most cap space, the number 1 overall pick, and somehow find a way to make everything worse. DJ Moore at this point, he got traded into this, so he didn't choose to come to Chicago. He should be requesting a trade. Darnell Mooney, who once had a 1,000-yard receiving season, sat there, got 1 target today. He should be demanding a fucking trade because of the Chicago Bears. Bears football and their incompetence are potentially costing him millions in free agency. And best of all, folks, we got 14 more games of this bullshit. We're already on fucking tank watch. Yay! Oh, but King Poles! Fuck off.